So, hi, good morning, my guys. So today we solve the problem of mean of range in array. So the problem says that given an array and a 2D array queries, each queries I is equal to L to R represent a subarray ranging from index L to R inclusive. For every queries, compute the mean average of the element in the specific range and return the floor value of the mean. Return an array where each element corresponds to the result of a query, right? So in that problem, the problem says that you are given an array, right, and multiple queries. For each query, take sub array, right? I will explain the line of a question, right? The question is an array, right, and then multiple queries, right, and then take a sub array from L to R, right, and find sum and compute mean is equal to sum by length and return floor value, right? So that is the question. Says that the question is, we have the array and multiple queries. Take a sub array from L to R. The multiple queries from here is L to R, right? And find the sum. Compute mean. What is the mean? The mean is whatever the value, whatever the sum, and the arrays which we will take. So the sum divided by the array we will take divided by length. So then the return the mean value. What is the now in that, basically the first which comes in my mind as a brute force approach. What is the brute force approach which you think when you think? Then the brute force approach is basically loop from L to R and calculate sum. Simple. What? Loop from L to R, loop from L to R and calculate the sum. Simple. That is our brute force approach which comes in my mind when I think this questions how to solve this, right? And when I read this question, the main thing is comes in my mind like start the loop from L to R and calculate the sum, and then after that I just push the sum by length. Simple. I just write the code, then you understand. So first thing is just take the empty array int answer. We can take this answer, right? Now for auto, we can take q2 queries, right? Now in that queries, int L is equal to, what is L is equal to q0, right, and R is equal to q2 q1, right? So this is the q0, right? This is the q0 and this is the q1. Got it? This is now int sum is equal to 0. For int I is equal to 1, I greater than is equal to R and I plus plus, right? Now sum plus is equal to array of I, and then so what we have to, we have to start the loop from L to R and then calculate the sum. And after calculating the sum, the simple is what? Int length is equal to what is the length? R minus 1 plus 1, sorry, L plus 1, R minus L plus 1, right? This is now simple is answer dot push back. What push back? Sum divided by length. What is the length, right? Now from here we just get the floor value and at the end return answer. Now we just check what is the solutions. Yeah, so it will give the wrong answer. The answer will give from this. Okay, so I just check where is the problem, where it will happen this problem in length plus to R, right? Sum by length answer dot push back. So what is the problem having there? I solve this problem? What is so the problem, I think there is not a problem. uh, yeah, it will go to TLE, but the this will give the TLE, but not like that, right? Again, I did raster and vector in, right? For q, two queries, correct? Yes. Int l is equal to q0 and r is equal to q1, and int sum is equal to 0. Now int I is equal to, oh sorry, my problem here is l, not 1. That is my mistake. Yeah, so here is my mistake. Yeah, so now it will run correctly. Yeah, so yes, it will give the TLE. So now I just optimize this code. Yeah, so what we can do for the optimizing this code? So in that, currently what we can do, currently we are doing like start the loop, start the loop from L to R, and then calculate the sum, and at the end we just divide to the length of the sum, right? So what I can do here, whenever we get the range, like you just have to find from the range, between the array of the range. So in the direct way, we just think as a optimal in a prefix sum. Whenever we just saw this type of questions where we have to find the range, we just have to find the range. So whenever we get the range type questions, we think the optimal approach is prefix sum. So in the same thing, I just have I use the prefix sum and optimize this code. So how can I use the prefix sum? So pre-compute prefix sum. How? So I just write the, I just explain how, like prefix sum is equal to a prefix sum of I is equal to sum of array of 0 to 1. Got it? Then what? Then sum to L to R is equal to prefix of R minus prefix to L minus R, L minus 1, right? So this is the approach. Means prefix sum of the array of 0 to I, right? And then sum is equal to L to R. Matlab we just have to find the L to R, and then prefix R minus prefix L minus 1. Add the int to previous. So this is now in a brute force approach, the time complexity is order of Qn. But in that, if you solve the problem as a prefix sum, so in that questions, the time complexity is simple n plus q, and in the brute force approach, n into q into n, right? So that is the optimal approach. Now I just write the code, how to write the code of this, right? The main thing is code. Our code must run, and n is equal to, we just have to take the array dot size, and then vector int, you can also take the answer, otherwise prefix of n, right? This one. Now just build the prefix sum here, build the prefix sum. So how to prefix of 0 is equal to array of 0, here int I is equal to 0, 1, 2, I greater than is equal to and I plus plus. Now we have to build the prefix 0 is equal to array of 0. Now we just have to calculate the prefix. So prefix of I is equal to prefix of I minus 1 plus array of I. Now vector int answer for auto q dot queries int l is equal to q dot 0, r is equal to q dot 1, right? Now if we have to find the, if we just decide L is equal to Q 0 and R is equal to Q1, now int we just have to take the sum, and if L is equal to 0, that is the edge case, then sum is equal to prefix of R, right here. Now else sum is equal to prefix of R minus prefix of L minus 1, that is right. Now again the same, find the length is R minus L plus 1. Now answer dot pushback of sum divided by length, and then return answer. This is, what is this is. Now it will run or not. So yeah, it will pass the test cases. So thank you for staying till the end. Yeah, so in that the time complexity is order of Q plus N, right? That is the optimal approach. So whenever we just start, we need to compute the mean of the multiple subarray efficiency. Yeah, so thank you for staying till the end. It will pass the all test cases. So thank you so much.